What's up, guys? It's Crash Andrews here, and we continue our Orlando Magic franchise heading into season number 4. My heart sunk when we lost in the Eastern Conference Finals with this squad, but I wanted to continue. We got to go until we get a championship, and it starts with the draft. Now, before we get there, make sure you like, subscribe, all that stuff. Make sure you hit all these buttons all over this YouTube thing, and make sure you're following me at the links in the description. Now back to the Orlando Magic, season number 4. Let's get to the draft. Let's go. We will go to the draft lottery. Sim everything in between. We do have a chance at the number 1 overall pick. We have San Antonio's pick, which has a 12.6 chance. So we do have a top 4 pick in this draft. And we move up into the top 3. The Dallas Mavericks at number 4. Philadelphia 76ers at 3. I'll take number 3. I will absolutely take number 3. We move up 1 pick. I'm loving this mode because it is actually, like, as far as the nostalgia goes, as far as the gameplay goes, as far as the presentation goes, it is one of my, if not my favorite franchise mode that's out there. Let's take a look at the mock draft. Grant Hill would be available at number 3 if all goes well. Grant Hill would be an absolute steal. Glenn Big Dog Robinson, though, as a consolation prize. You know what? Let's just leave it as it is. They take Jason Kidd, which is fine. We don't need a point guard. They take Glenn Big Dog Robinson. We get Grant Hill. What an addition to this squad. I am excited about this. Grant Hill, number 3, goes to Orlando a couple years before he actually would IRL from Duke. What a great addition. So we got Penny, we got C-Web, we got Shaq, and now we got Grant Hill. So as it stands right now, after drafting Grant Hill, we've got Penny Hardaway as our point guard. Our shooting guard now is where we're going to focus because Christie was not it. And a 33-year-old Dale Ellis, we're going to have to move on from. At small forward, this is where Grant Hill will slot in as a rookie. And C-Web is going to be our power forward going forward. And then Shaquille O'Neal, our starting center. I am just going to sign Grant Hill. I know that's a waste of a first-round draft pick, but I definitely want to be in a situation where we can actually grab a competent shooting guard in free agency. It is a gamble, but it's a gamble I'm willing to take. Shooting guards available, Dale Ellis. I think we're coming pretty close to the end of the line here. Yeah, we're gonna run with Dale Ellis and Doug Christie as our tandem. It doesn't make any sense. Grant Hill's already gone up to an 83, 88 for Weber, 91 for Shaquille O'Neal. We move on. We're going to head to the playoffs with the squad that we have. 57, 58, 59, 60-win season, and yet we still sit in second place. We did lose to the Charlotte Hornets last time we saw them, but Shaquille O'Neal is your MVP. Jason Kidd, your Rookie of the Year. Freddie Blake, your 6th man. Defensive Player of the Year, Shaquille O'Neal. Freddie Blake, the Most Improved Player. William Murray of the Bulls, Coach of the Year, Executive of the Year, going to the Bulls as well. Drexler, Jordan Kemp. Weber, Shaquille O'Neal, your top team. Second team is Magic Johnson, Stockton, Malone, the real Karl Malone, Larry Johnson, and Patrick Ewing. Third team is Kidd, Anderson, Christian Leitner, Vin Baker, and Alonzo Mourning. Your defensive team, we've got Weber and Neal with Kemp, Drexler, and Jordan, Stockton, Harper, Pippen, Hot Rod Williams, and David Robinson. Your second team, your Rookies of the Year, Jason Kidd, Grant Hill. I told you Glenn Robinson would be a nice backup prize, but Grant Hill has progressed to an 84 while Glenn Robinson sits at an 81. There's Jalen Rose, who would have been a great shooting guard for us, but he is a small forward at heart. And Donyell Marshall, your first rookie team Second team, Ed Morris, Eugene Lynham, Joannaman Howard, Billy Potter, and Aaron McKee. Your playoffs look like this. In the West, Sacramento versus Phoenix, 1-8, 4-5 Clip, and Lakers with a rematch of the Western Conference Finals of last year. Portland and Golden State, Utah and Seattle. Flip over to the other side here where we see Chicago is actually the number 1 seed. The New Jersey Nets with the 8th seed, Philly and Indiana at 4-5, Charlotte Hornets at 3 with the Washington Bullets sneaking in at 6, and us versus Atlanta 2-7 in the first round. We'll go through Simcast as we always do. I believe it showed us already winning. That was weird. Very weird. Because we're doing the Phoenix Suns versus the Sacramento Kings. Not bright. Don't let me convince you that I'm a smart man. Hey, we won game number 1. I have to go over here, though. We will simulate game number 2. Continue. Simulate game. We win game number 1. Game number 2, we take a 36-25 lead. We continue to lead. And it's not quite close. 12 points. We will run away with game number 2 as well. Let's check the box score in this one. Grant Hill with 27 points. Shaquille O'Neal with 26 and 10. 16 for King. Hardaway with 15. And Ellis with 10. It looks like C-Web is not playing. Broken right ankle, out for the season. Oh, okay. Grant Hill. So that's why King is getting minutes. Did not want to see that on my road to a championship in season number 4. Game number 3. Gotta move on. We take the lead over in the 4th. It is now a 6-point lead with 3 to go. 8-point lead with 1 to go. A 4-point lead with, if I did my math correctly, that's only a 3-point lead. Atlanta with the ball, 3-point lead, 57 seconds on the clock. Inbounded. And stolen by King. Hardaway with it. Shaquille O'Neal up the wing. He is blocked and fouled. Penny Hardaway to shoot 2. Dominique Wilkins still on this Atlanta Hawks roster. Not a great shot for Penny Hardaway. He gets that one to go, and it is just that, a 4-point game with just over 45 seconds left. Here in game number 3. The Hawks now with it. Stacey Augmon trying to get a little bit of space. Turnaround jumper does not go. King gets it over to Hardaway. Hardaway will shoot another 2 with 29 left. Up by 4 points. Don't adjust your television screens. This is one of the things, like I said, I love the presentation of how it actually looks like a CRT TV with the rainbow and the lines and stuff. Penny drains 1. Orlando up by 5. And drains the other. Orlando holds a 6-point lead as Atlanta takes a timeout. Atlanta to inbound the ball, down by 6, just under 30 to go. Dominique Wilkins with it. He's got Grant Hill on him. Shakes him off. Gets into the key. Grant Hill stuffs him a little bit. I think that's Lindsey Hunter. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments nicely. with respect. 9 seconds left. They're moving the ball around. 3 seconds. There's Hunter. Doesn't get the 3 to go. Shaquille O'Neal to Penny Hardaway. They are trying to foul, but it's not going to work. And Orlando will move on to the second round, eliminating, I believe, eliminating the Atlanta Hawks in 3. I'm not sure if that rule has changed just yet. Dominic Wilkins with 25 in the losing cause. Robert Horry on that squad, 13 and 10. There is Pat Tate with 11. Kevin Willis, the Raptors legend, 8 and 12. Lindsey Hunter? Yeah, got it right. The Magic. Oh my God, Shaquille O'Neal have a game. 27 and 20 rebounds. Grant Hill with 24. Penny Hardaway with 16, 10 for Ellis, and Vincent with 6. Stacey King with a couple rebounds there, 10 rebounds for the winning squad. And there it is, the Orlando Magic winning in 3. The Philadelphia 76ers knock off the Indiana Pacers. I got excited. I thought maybe they took on Chicago. They did not. So Chicago's up 2-0 against New Jersey, and Charlotte up 2-1 against Washington. We will simulate the rest of the round, and it will be a rematch of the Eastern Conference Finals with Orlando taking on Charlotte. Chicago will take on Philadelphia. The top 4 teams move on in the East. Take a look at the West, though. The Lakers and the Suns knock off the Sacramento Kings, the number 1 seed in the West, got knocked off by Phoenix, and the Lakers beat the 4th seed Clippers. Utah beat Seattle, and Portland beating Golden State. 2 and 3 move on in the West. So as I said, it is a rematch of the Eastern Conference Finals last season. This time, though, we do have home court advantage, and it looks like Charlotte is going to take game number 1, 119-98. Shaquille O'Neal, 22 and 12. Doug Christie, 17 and 8. Shaq fouled out. Okay. Penny Hardaway, 15. 12 for Grant Hill. And Dale Ellis there with 11. Kendall Gill with 27. 26 for Larry Johnson. So Charlotte takes game number 1. We will simulate to game number 2. 112-110 at 2:34. 117-114 with a minute 15. We will jump in at this point. Orlando looking for the split at home as Charlotte won game number 1. Scott Skiles gets the ball on the inbound, throws it into Robinson in the key. Robinson against Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq stands him up, gets the ball over to Vincent. 1 minute to go, a 3-point lead for the Orlando Magic. There's Grant Hill trying to find some room on the inside. Shaquille O'Neal now working on David Robinson, shakes him off. Does not get it to go, gets the offensive rebound, gets the rebound, the second chance shot to go, and it is a 5-point game with just over 40 seconds left. Robinson working on Shaquille O'Neal. Pump fake, misses. O'Neal gets the rebound, and it looks like Orlando and Sam Vincent going to the line. 5-point game, 27 seconds to go. Gets the first one to drop, 120-114. Does not get the second one to go. LJ with the rebound. Scott Skiles with it. Tries to get inside. Backs up a little bit. Pops. Drops. And it is a 4-point game with 19 seconds to go. Penny Hardaway over to Sam Vincent. Vincent to shoot 2 again. Gets the first one to go. A 5-point game yet again. Gets the second one to go, up by 6. And the Charlotte Hornets will call a timeout. I love the replacement Superman S logo, by the way. Charlotte to inbound in the offensive zone. Scott Skiles with it. Finds Larry Johnson. Back to Byron Scott. Does not get it to drop. Johnson with it. Over to Kendall Gill. No good on the three as well. Penny Hardaway fouled with just under 5 to go. And I don't think you can call this a dagger. But a dagger nonetheless. I'm going to call it a dagger. Even though I said, I don't know if you can. I know I can. And I did. You know what else is going to happen here? Another dagger by Penny Hardaway. 8-point game. 4 seconds to go. The series is tied at 1. Scott Skiles with a absolute long distance shot to make it a 5-point Orlando win in game number 2. Shaq with 32 points and 12 rebounds. Penny Hardaway with 27 and 14 assists. Hill with 18, King with 12, Vincent with 12. The depth coming through. Doug Christie as well with 10. And the Hornets saw 25 and 14 from Larry Johnson, 19 points from Skiles. Kendall Gill with 18 and 12 from David Robinson, and Newman chipping in 13 in the loss. As we head to Charlotte, inbounding the ball with a 5-point lead with just under a minute to go. Robinson trying to work Shaquille O'Neal. He jumps. What a block and a steal. Oh shoot, I didn't switch the controllers. Don't forget, if you're ever going to sim NBA2K, you want to have computer versus computer, you have to put the computer in the game. Shaq to Hardaway. Back to Shaq. Working on Robinson. Finds Doug Christie from the top. 3-pointer. Makes it a 2-point game with 32 seconds to go. Larry Johnson to Kendall Gill. Gill cautiously gets over center line. Scott Skiles gets fouled by Penny, and he will shoot 2. It's a 3-point game with 26 seconds left. I think Doug Christie just got substituted out after hitting that 3. 4-point game, 26 seconds left. There's Grant Hill over to King, back to Hill, back to King, back to Hill. Over to Dale Ellis. Back to Hill. No urgency here. Grant Hill doesn't get the 3 to go. Scott Skiles gets fouled again. And this one is all but over with 10 seconds left. 4-point lead for Charlotte with Scott Skiles shooting 2. And make that 5-point lead for Charlotte. And a 6-point lead with 10 seconds to go. The Magic need 2 quick threes. There's Grant Hill for one of them. It goes in and out. David Robinson showing some injury with that rebound. Charlotte, though, getting a 6-point lead, a 6-point win, and a 2-1 lead. Dennis Scott, 25 points. Kendall Gill for Charlotte as well, 20 points. Larry Johnson, 14 and 10. Glenn Augustine, 14 points. David Robinson played 32 minutes, only got 8 points, but 15 rebounds. Scott Skiles again with a double-double, 12 and 12 for the winning squad. Shaquille O'Neal with 26 and 12. Penny Hardaway, 21 points. Grant Hill, 19 and 13 for Doug Christie, including that late 3 that almost got the Orlando Magic back into this one. Down 2-1 after 3. 12-point lead with 3 to go. I think we don't have an answer again this season for Charlotte. 26 and 17 for Shaq, 23 points for Grant Hill, Hardaway with 18, Dale Ellis with 12. We are absolutely missing missing one Chris Webber on this squad. Hard to argue that we're not missing him. Larry Johnson with 24 and 12, 20 and 13 for David Robinson, 18, and just that secondary scoring for the Charlotte Hornets. And we don't have an answer for that. Big lead for Charlotte after 1. We cut into that lead after 2. A huge lead after 3. And Charlotte will eliminate the Orlando Magic again, this time in the second round. And it will be Charlotte versus Chicago in the East. Portland will take on the LA Lakers. The Lakers making it to the Western Conference Final for the second year in a row. Charlotte also making it to their second Eastern Conference Final. And the Hornets go 7, but the Trailblazers will win, and it's Clyde the Glide Drexler picking up the Finals MVP. We go to the draft lottery. We only have our draft pick in this season, so we will skip this. There really isn't a lot of intrigue, a lot of suspense here, so we will skip through, and it will be Boston, New York, and Dallas picking first, second, and third. We have ours at 27, and that is it as far as picks in this draft. There is an expansion draft, the Raptors and the Grizzlies. So we will protect some players here. Doug Christie has actually gone up to a 78 overall. Hill, Hardaway, Weber, and O'Neal. You got to think that that series could have been different if Chris Webber. So we are going to leave Stacey King available to the Raptors and the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. Very interested to see how this goes, actually. Manute Bol, number 1. Eddie Jones to the Raptors. The Grizzlies take Bol. Danny Ferry to Vancouver. Latrell Sprewell to the Raptors. I love this. We may actually have to do a Raptors series from the beginning. Manute Bol going first overall. Gerald Wilkins out there. There's Lindsey Hunter. Stacey King. There's our guy going to the Raptors. Xavier McDaniel going. And there you go. There's your expansion draft. We do want to exit this draft. We want to get to the next one. So the question now is, scouting, mock draft, Kevin Garnett, Damon Stoudemire. Do we go after Jerry Stackhouse? Or do we sit with the roster that we have? We're going to go through the first 3. I believe it will go that way. Kevin Garnett, Damon Stoudemire, and Antonio McDyess. So we'll run this through. Kevin Garnett, anything is possible. Going to the Boston Celtics very early. Jerry Stackhouse went number 2. I did not see that coming. Oh, my heart just sunk. Seeing Jerry Stackhouse coming up second overall. And they're going to make a trade for D. Brown and Daryl Gooden. So Boston now is probably going to pick up Damon Stoudemire. Raptors are going to trade Vancouver's now on the clock, and they take small forward Joe Smith. We drop down to Robin Cardinal over Fred Hoiberg. He's 1 year younger. For some reason, Brian Bryant's name from other times I've seen Friends do franchises. I really do hate the Knicks, but chances are, well, no, we looked to see what the Raptors were going to want, and it was Grant Hill. Yeah, other Friends franchises, for some reason, Brian Bryant's name sounds familiar. Pippen is out there. You want to talk about shooting guards. Small forward shooting guard Scottie Pippen could be on the squad. Joe Dumars is out there. He's got 13 offers though. Kendall Gill, who's been a thorn in our side with the Charlotte Hornets, is a possibility. And he is a 5-star, so is Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf with no offers. What a dilemma I have in front of me. Do I think our best move is one of these two, Gill or Abdul-Rauf? I don't want Kendall Gill going back to Charlotte. 505 over 2, flat, no option. We're going to offer Kendall Gill a contract. He's 27 at an 85 overall. Abdul-Rauf is out there. I just think that that is the better move for us to do. We've got our shooting guard, Kendall Gill, 85 overall. He's only 27. He has agreed, which means Dale Ellis, he gone. Hardaway, we need a point guard. I have Doug Christie, so there's no need for another shooting guard. Small forward, we've got the rookie Brian Bryant. C-Web, we need another power forward and another center. So I need a point guard, power forward, and center. I feel like Steve Kerr is a strong possibility here. He doesn't have any other options. Helped. He didn't decline. $31. Do we bring in Mark Eaton for the memes? Because wasn't Mark Eaton the guy Shaquille O'Neal pushed around? That was like a Dudley or something like that. Was it Chris Dudley? Oh my god. Did I just fall into another meme? It is Chris Dudley. I love this mode. Charles Oakley, we got Steve Kerr, we got Chris Dudley as our backup center to Shaquille O'Neal. Oh my god. Penny and Kerr, Kendall Gill and Christie with the rookie Robin Cardinal there as well. Go with Brian Bryant. Never know. Shaquille O'Neal and Chris Dudley. I don't need anything else in my life right now. I don't know how to top that. Oh man. And that's where I leave it. I can't help it. We got Shaquille O'Neal and Chris Dudley on the same squad. Oh. Roster right now looks disgusting. Absolutely disgusting with the addition of Kendall Gill, Charles Oakley, Steve Kerr, and Chris Dudley on the same team as Shaquille O'Neal. Eastern Conference Finals, we lose. Second round, we lose both to the Charlotte Hornets, who have a very good squad, but we did steal their shooting guard in Kendall Gill. Couldn't bring a chip home this video. make sure you hit those notifications so you can see when I record the next one. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching that. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out the links in the description as well. My social media, it's all down there. Shaq and Krista. I love it. I love MyERAs. My favorite sports game mode, easily. Guys, thanks for checking out the video. See you on the next one. Oh my God.